What is good, R&B squad? This is Heart of Ruth. I trust that this message makes you guys in good spirits. If you're new here, welcome. We don't believe that you're here by accident. We're happy to have you, and Jesus is even happier. Guys, I'm using my headset microphone, so if you guys can't hear me properly, if the volume is a bit low, just let me know in the comments, okay? So I have a word for someone, and it can be for more than one person. How you will know that this word is for you is that as you listen to it, there will be confirmations in the word itself. So recently, the Lord spoke to me of paralysis. That was the exact word that He used. He said paralysis. And I pondered on it for a while and I thought about it. And the actual definition of paralysis is a lack of movement, being unable to move. And for someone, the Lord is saying that you are in a situation right now and you feel as if your hands are tied. There seems to be no way out, no light at the end of the tunnel, and the Lord is saying that you literally feel like you cannot move. Now, there could be two circumstances that are causing that. The first one could be that there's actually nothing that you can do to change your situation. You may want to make it better. You may want to get out of it, but the circumstances surrounding that situation are preventing you from doing that. And then there are others of you whom Satan is using the illusion of paralysis to prevent you from moving ahead. Let me explain that a little bit better. Now, sometimes Satan, I don't know if you guys have ever experienced this, but I'm sure you have. All believers have experienced this at least once. Satan will make something look a lot bigger and a lot more complicated than it actually is. And he will do that to prevent you from moving. And I'll give you guys an example. There is this lady, she is like a mother figure to me at my church. And for years and years, this woman suffered from, I think she had osteoarthritis of the knees. And she always thought that it was this big, complicated process to have this problem fixed. She thought that she was going to have to do surgery and that it was going to be a long recovery time and that it was really expensive. And there was one day that she came up to me after church and she said, you know, I never knew that there were places that offered alternatives to surgery for osteoarthritis, and they're a lot cheaper. Some of them are covered by health insurance. And if I had known this, I would have done this years ago. I wouldn't have had to suffer for all of these years in pain. And guys, I just knew when she said that the Lord was using her to speak to me, to give me a message that I needed to put out. Because that is, and you know, it happened around the same time that the Lord spoke to me about paralysis. That is exactly what happens at times. Satan will try to make something look a lot bigger and a lot more complicated than it actually is. So he makes a tiny little hill look like a mountain. Because that way, when your mind is wrapped around the mountain, you don't realize that it's just a hill and that it's very easy to climb it and get to the other side. Okay? So for others of you, for some of you, the circumstances really do have your hands tied. And for others of you, Satan is only making it appear that way. Either way, regardless of the situation, the Lord led me to Isaiah chapter 41, verse 18, and it reads, I will open rivers in high places and fountains in the midst of the valleys. I will make the wilderness a pool of water and the dry land springs of water. So basically, the Lord is saying to you that He is going to make a way where there seems to be no way. The Lord is literally saying to you, who do you think I am? Are you forgetting who I am? I am the waymaker. I literally make something out of nothing. I literally make a path where there is none. I am the same God who parted the Red Sea. Do you think that your situation is too hard for me? This is what the Lord is saying to you. So if you feel like you're locked up in a room and that room has no windows and no doors, best believe the Lord is going to come up through there and He is going to make 15 windows and 20 doors in that one room. Okay? Anything necessary to bust you out of there. So he's saying to you today that never mind the fact that it looks like you can't get out of it. It only looks that way, but there is going to be a way out. He is going to make a way for you. Okay? And he's also saying to me, he led me to Isaiah chapter 61, verse 3, and this is also for someone, and provide for those who grieve in Zion to bestow on them a crown of beauty instead of ashes, the oil of joy instead of mourning, and a garment of praise instead of a spirit of despair. They will be called oaks of righteousness, a planting of the Lord for the display of his splendor. And he's saying to you today, for whoever this is for, he is going to give you beauty for your ashes. Whoever you are, you've seen a lot of ugliness in your life. You've seen a lot of things that you ought, and some of you, I'm feeling in the spirit that you've seen this ugliness since your childhood. You were exposed to things that no child should ever be exposed to. So it's like you got used to seeing the ugly side of the world since childhood. Okay? And the Lord is saying he is about to come through and make up for all of that. All right? He's going to make up for all of it. And he's also saying to some of you that he is going to send a lifeline in the form of a person. For some of you, this is going to be your kingdom spouse, whether you know that person already or that person is yet to meet you. He is saying that he is going to send, and for others of you, it can be a friend. This can be a God appointed friend. Okay? So it can be someone with whom you can head to marriage, or it can be someone that the Lord specifically sent to you as a friend. Okay? But either way, this person is coming to you. This person is a destiny helper. This person is going to be like a human lifeline. Okay? They're going to get you over that hill or that mountaintop that seems as if it's too high to climb. Okay? Because not only does God appear himself, but he sends others to back us up. So that is what is going to happen in this situation. And you know what's interesting, guys? I have to share something with you guys. While the Lord was talking to me about all of this, because he spoke to me about this extensively from the nighttime right into the morning period. And I shut my eyes and I had this vision. And it's as if he came to me, the Lord, as if he came to me. And y'all, let me tell y'all something. I am such a sucker for being romanced by the Lord. I absolutely love to be romanced by the Lord. So you guys might hear me talking about it a little bit in detail, and it may sound as if I'm crushing on the Lord, but you know what? I am forever crushing on Jesus, okay? So I had this vision, and it's as if he came to me, but I couldn't see his face. Okay? His face, it's like he was so tall that I could not see his face, so I could see him from the neck down. All right? And what he was wearing, guys, he was wearing a full dress white uniform, a full dress white military uniform. Okay? So, and y'all, he looked so like such royalty in this uniform. I mean, it just fit him so well. I can't even explain it. It was otherworldly. That's all I can say. It didn't look like there ain't no military man that can look like that in a white dress uniform, okay? This thing fit the Lord so well. But it's like he came to me in this uniform and he held his hand out to me. And instantly I felt like I was this princess at a ball. And like the prince was holding out his hand to me to dance with him. That is exactly how I felt in the vision. And guys, I didn't want to come down from there. I was on such a high. I did not want to come down from there. But basically, what the Lord is saying is that this is who he's going to be to you. He is going to fight for you. He was in military wear, guys, looking all royal as ever. That means that he is going to fight for you. He is going to protect you. He is going to be your defender. He is going to make a way for you. All right. And this is totally unrelated to what I just said, but this is another message that the Lord gave to me. The Lord told me that somebody is going to have twin boys. Maybe you're already pregnant and you don't know the gender and you don't know yet that you're having twins, or this could be sometime in the future. Okay. You're going to have twin boys, and the Lord is saying that they are going to grow into mighty men of God. All right. So I hope that this word bless someone. If this was for you, take it. If you think this may have been for you, take it back to the Lord in prayer and always make sure that you confirm with Him, okay? And I will be back with another word, guys, as soon as the Lord releases me.